everyone. I hope you are having an awesome day. My name is Muffy Mendoza and welcome to the Brown Mamas / Muffy Mendoza YouTube channel. Welcome, YouTubers. I blog at brownmamas.com where I focus on making moms better moms so that dads can be better dads, children become better adults, and ultimately communities become better communities. And today we are talking about stay-at-home moms, specifically Black stay-at-home mom, and all of the crazy questions that I get asked because I've been I've been a stay-at-home mom and I'm just by default Black. Wait a minute. I thought I did see a piece of lint in my afro, and we don't do lint in afros here. I hope I got it out. If y'all see it, let me know. But anyhow, I have been a stay-at-home mom for the last 10 years, and I get asked some of the craziest of questions about why I stay home, about my days being a stay-at-home mom. I also homeschool my sons, but I get asked a lot of crazy questions from people who don't necessarily understand the lifestyle of a stay-at-home mom and have been so conditioned to believe that if you are a Black woman who has children, you are supposed to be working. And hey, I don't knock moms who work. Like, I was raised by a working mom, by a single working mom, so I don't knock that at all. You got to do what you got to do, take care of your kids. But at the end of the day, if you are privileged enough, or if you've just made the choice, because let me just say that all Black stay-at-home moms are not privileged. Sometimes some of us just make the decision to stay at home because we feel like it's what's best for our kids, and we are willing to take on the financial strain that comes with having a household with one income because we just feel like this is what is best for our children. I am one of those type parents. When I first became a stay-at-home mom, we were in no position. We were living in New York City for me to be a stay-at-home mom, but it was just kind of like, if you're familiar with the financial landscape of living in a city as big as New York, then you know that oftentimes you, as a mom, you're just working to pay for daycare. And I was like, I'm not going to be just working to pay for daycare, so I might as well just stay at home with these kids in the meantime. But over the years, as time has progressed and we have done better financially, I've chosen to be a stay-at-home mom. I've chosen to homeschool my kids because I feel like it is what is best for our family and also what is best for my children. But that has not stopped people from asking me weird ass questions. So I wanted to talk about some of those weird questions you get asked when you are a stay-at-home mom. And I actually wrote a blog post about this on brownmamas.com. If you like this t-shirt, you can go on brownmamas.com/shop and you can get you a Say It Loud Black Mom and I'm Proud t-shirt. brownmamas.com/shop. And you can also find the article 4 questions to ask a Black stay-at-home mom on brownmamas.com. So let's just go up here and just start with the realness. The first crazy question that I always get asked is, are you poor or rich? People always ask me that. Like I said, are you rich? Or because when I'm the only Black mom at the museum with my kids at 12 o'clock, all the Beckys are looking at me like, what the hell is Kizzy doing up in here? So that's the question I get asked a lot. Are you rich? And I get asked, and truthfully, the people who I get it from most are Black people. They really think that I'm rich because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And like I said, I have to let them know, no, I chose this lifestyle. When I first started out as a stay-at-home mom, I did not have a lot of money. And I still don't have a lot of money. It's just what I choose to do because I feel like it's what's best for my kids. I'm not interested in having my kids around strangers. And I'm not interested in dropping my kids off with strangers if I don't have to. Now, if I was a working mom and I had to, not do it. When I was a single mom and I had my 15-year-old son, when I first had him, I was a single mom. And I had to take my son to daycare. But now that I have the choice, or to be honest with you, now that I've discovered that I have the choice, I've chosen to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. I don't have a whole lot of money. I don't have a tiny bit of money. I do this as a lifestyle choice. And the bottom line is I've just made a conscious decision to be home with my kids. It is what it is. The next crazy question I get all the time is, oh, you must be so patient. I bet your kids don't even get on your nerves. Lies. Did you see that kid just now back there doing a whole bunch of extra? He gets on my nerves on a regular basis. Like, I wake up in the morning some days and I'm like, if somebody would just come take him all. So yes, when you're a stay-at-home mom, it does not mean that you have an abundance of patience and that you're like Mother Teresa, like holy, holy, and I love the children and I just worship them and I stay with them. No, it don't go down like that. You still have the same struggles with your kids that you would have if you were a working parent. Namely that they're going to get on your nerves. I think the difference between stay-at-home moms and other moms is that we've basically accepted that they're going to get on our nerves and have decided that we are going to tailor-make a lifestyle around around our children. So rather than me saying, you know, I can't take my kids to the store with me because they're going to drive me crazy. If I'm home and my husband ain't here, everybody got to go. It is what it is. That means while I'm at the store, kids is going to be touching stuff. Kids is going to be begging for stuff. And I just have to learn how to deal with it. Now, what I will say is being a stay-at-home mom does build patience. Like, because I'm not going to keep yelling at you all the time. I'm going to have to learn how to pick and choose my battles. I'm going to have to learn how to, you know, understand that my child is a child. And he or she is seeing the world for the first time. So they're going to be curious. They're going to want to do some crazy things that you're like, that doesn't even make common sense, right? But at the end of the day, I'll say this. When I first became a stay-at-home mom, there was no personality difference between me and a mom who lived next door. I was not any more patient than she was. I was not any more loving towards my children than she was. But I think over time, being a stay-at-home mom, you do kind of build up more of a tolerance for your children. And you also, like I said, you're tailor-making a lifestyle that goes with the fact that you have children with you 24 hours a day. So you are more likely to not get discouraged to do things because you have your kids with you. Like, I'm going to run my business regardless of whether my kids are here with me or not. So I have to have things for them to do. I have to plan things for them to do. I have to make sure that they're always included in my daily schedule. Like today, I was like, all right, I'm going to work till like 1 and then I'm going to take the kids out later on in the day. So my lifestyle is different in that I do have to do that. I ain't going to lie to you there. The other question that I get asked a lot is about being the only black mom there. Like, I get asked that from white moms, does that make you uncomfortable? And I would say, hell yeah. It makes me very uncomfortable because I try to live an African-centered life. And so to be 100% frank and honest with you, while I love my Caucasian brothers and sisters, I do not necessarily always want to be the black mom there. It makes me more comfortable when there are other black moms around. But also one thing I've had to kind of grow into as a homeschooler in the city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where truthfully there ain't really too many moms who can even afford to be stay-at-home moms in Pittsburgh. One of the things that I've had to grow into is that I can't keep my kids from getting experiences just because they're going to be the only black kids there. And I don't want them to be bored all the time. So one of the things, I know my first 2 years of homeschooling, I was like, if ain't no black moms there, I ain't going, period. Because I don't want to go. But this year, I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to revamp and rethink this because the kids are getting way too much board time. Like, I'm a believer in board time, but too much board time is bad for anybody. So I said, you know, I'm going to have to start branching out. And sometimes my kids are going to be the only black moms there. But this is the lifestyle I chose. Like I said, it's not just something you do. Being a stay-at-home mom is a lifestyle. A lot of people get it twisted between being a stay-at-home mom and being a mom who's just chilling. Like if you're a real stay-at-home mom, you're doing stuff. You're not just chilling. Like you got agendas. You got a to-do list. You got stuff that needs to get done. And oftentimes, if I'm at the mall and it's 2:30 or even 10:30 a.m., I'm going to be the only black mom there. It is what it is. Ain't nobody else, everybody else is at work. So yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. I'm just going to be 100 with you. It's going to be uncomfortable. And that was even when I was living in New York City. If I would take my kids, the music together, whatever that class was called, we would be the only black people there. And this is New York City where there's way more black stay-at-home moms. But if you choose this lifestyle, you're going to have to get used to the fact that sometimes, a lot of times, you're going to be the only black parent there. Because most African-American mothers cannot afford to be stay-at-home moms. And even if they could afford to do it, many of us have not developed the mindset that our families are more important. Many of us still think we can have it all. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think we can have it all. I think we have to pick and choose. And right now, our communities need us. Our kids need us because our kids go to school and there's racism. Our kids go to after school and there's racism. Our kids go to football practice and there's racism. So I'm just choosing to take a more hands-on approach with my kids. And that means sometimes I have to be a little uncomfortable. And then the fourth question I get is, of course, constant. Don't you want to go back to work? And I will answer that question unequivocally. Hell no. Who wants to go back to work? Would I like to have a bigger business? Yes. Would I like to spend more time running my business? Yes. Do I want to go back to work? Do I want to be on somebody's time schedule? Do I want to have to be somewhere from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.? Hell no. And I don't care how good of a job it is. I don't care if they pay me $200,000 a year. Listen here, my time is precious. I only get one chance at time. Money comes and goes. That's the way I look at it. And also, being a mom is the only chance that you're ever really going to get. Everybody's always talking about how, oh, they want to, I want to change the world. I want to impact people. Well, who could you impact more than your kids? Who could you be more of a vessel of change for than your children? There is no bigger opportunity. It just don't exist. I mean, with your kids, you literally get to take the kid by the hand and walk them through life, at least until they're a teenager and they say, get the hell off me. I mean, what bigger opportunity for change, impact, love, kindness, Mother Teresa type impact are you going to get than being a mom? You're not going to get it. So when people ask me, do I regret quitting work, or, you know, do you want to have your own money? I say none of that is not worth not having this life hands-on approach with my children. None of it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Just a flat. I mean, I just don't even think that that's not even like a close second for me. It's not even something I would even consider. So those are some of the crazy questions that I get asked as a stay-at-home mom. Post your crazy questions. Look, that is a tongue twister. Post your crazy questions below this video, and maybe I'll make another video and I'll answer them. What do y'all think? Anyway, my name is Muffy Mendoza, and I blog at brownmamas.com, where I focus on making moms better moms so that dads can be better dads, children become better adults, and ultimately communities become better communities. You can find me on brownmamas.com. And if you like this t-shirt, say it loud, Black Mom and I'm Proud, you can visit brownmamas.com/shop and you can get you one. And you can also find some Brown Mama guides there to help you live your mom life. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Have an awesome day, mamas. Bye-bye. Should we stop it?